As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. White smoke, the path to a new pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. Learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you know what a group of flamingos is called? That's just one of thousands of facts you'll discover on 5 daily trivia questions. Hi, I'm Mark Ellison. Join me every weekday for 5 mind-expanding questions about everything from ancient history to modern technology. Perfect for impressing friends or dominating your next pub quiz. 5 daily trivia questions. And the answer, a group of flamingos, is called a flamboyance. 5 daily trivia questions.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. I thought I'd take a look at some of the good coming out of the horrible situation in Los Angeles with the wildfires. Jennifer Garner is working with Chef Jose Andres and the World Central Kitchen to help feed neighbors who evacuated. Jennifer also shared that she had lost a friend in the fires. People reported that Jennifer is helping the team bring meals from restaurants and food truck partners to first responders and families affected by the fires. Jose Andres' nonprofit has provided food relief during international crises since 2010. Garner told Katie Couric, first of all, 0% of this is about me, because I have a home and I'm safe. I'm not a spokesperson for people who've gone through this, but it's pretty devastating to witness. Obviously, I think everyone is in shock, and honestly, Katie, I think it hasn't even begun to hit us. Garner talked about her past work with the nonprofit Save the Children, telling Katie Couric, when I've gone to flood sites or hurricane evacuations or just disaster relief, you go scared of what you're going to see and you always come away filled with hope and with faith in humanity, and that's the opportunity here. The first thing you do is feed people, and that's what Jose has done. So I just reached out to him through Save and I said, how can I put my hands to work? And I'm lucky. I know everyone in LA is desperate to be put to work, and there are so few ways to do it. I did get to shoot to the top with Chef, which is very, very lucky. More than 20,000 people have signed up to donate clothes and essentials to LA fire victims through an online secondhand marketplace. Seconds Markets, a clothing organization based in LA, normally buys gently used clothes from locals and hosts pop-up sales in the LA area. They've decided to use their platform to connect Californians in need with clothing donors. Within 48 hours, they said 20,000 donors had signed up. The donors will be connected with someone who requested support based on clothing size, age, and gender. They're also going to set up a free store so locals can shop for what they need too. Airbnb is providing free temporary housing for people who've been displaced. They're working with 211 LA, which serves LA County, to offer free temporary housing. Stays are completely free for guests and are funded by Airbnb.org. Some other companies making donations. Walmart said they'll donate $2.5 million worth of cash, food, and water. Kroger Groceries has pledged $1 million. Disney pledged $15 million. Paramount donated $1 million to relief efforts with donations to the American Red Cross, the LA Fire Department Foundation, the California Fire Foundation, Direct Relief, World Central Kitchen, and the Best Friends Animal Society. Beyoncé's Bay Good Foundation said on Sunday they would donate $2.5 million to the LA Fire Relief Fund. Halle Berry posted on Instagram telling fans she took her entire closet to a home goods store. Berry said, I'm from Meadville, Pennsylvania, and a famous quote from Margaret Mead says, never forget that a group of thoughtful, committed citizens can make a difference. This is something we can do right now today to help all the displaced families that are in need of the basics. Jamie Lee Curtis announced a $1 million gift to those impacted by the natural disaster, writing on Instagram she's in communication with the governor, Mayor Bass, and Senator Adam Schiff as to where those funds should go. The website LAist shared that, you want to help, but you may need to resist the temptation to jump right in. It could cause more trouble for organizations already in place. A post from the city of Pasadena on Twitter stated, the city of Pasadena and all the first responders across the city are incredibly grateful for the donations of food and other items. However, at this time, we're overwhelmed with the amount, and we are no longer accepting additional donations. Again, that was on Thursday. I'm recording this on Monday afternoon. LAist reminds us one quick way to know what an agency does or does not need is to check their website and social media channels. Trying to donate objects like clothes, blankets, and food can be difficult, and you can't just show up and volunteer. Organizers like the Red Cross say it takes a bit of time before you can become a volunteer. It may take a week of training before they can deploy you to actually assist people. If you want to find out more about this particular story here, pop over to LAist, L-A-I-S-T, and they've got a whole bunch of resources on their webpage. White smoke. The path to a new pope explores humanity's most elaborate and secretive transfer of power, a process now unfolding following the death of Pope Francis. This series reveals the hidden rituals, ancient traditions, and behind-the-scenes drama of papal transition. As the Catholic world enters this solemn period of mourning and anticipation, join us in witnessing how the Church has perfected this sacred process over 2,000 years, and what happens in these crucial days when the throne of St. Peter stands empty. White Smoke brings listeners inside the conclave that will determine who will succeed Pope Francis and lead the Church into its next chapter. White Smoke, wherever you get your podcasts.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to caloroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller Acting President, Signal Lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and Pager Protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 good news stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the Uninterrupted Listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to caloroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
And good news for Oreo the dog. Oreo the dog was reunited with owner Casey. They had been separated for 5 days during the fires. Casey was worried Oreo had been killed. In a video that has gone viral, Casey was filmed spotting Oreo through a neighbor's gate, then crying as Oreo jumped into his arms. Casey said, "Oh, honey, oh my God, you're alive, you're alive." Casey was at work when he had to evacuate his house. He spent 5 hours in traffic trying to get home to save his dogs, Oreo and Tika. Casey had been filmed trying to get home. In a different news report, he told the news reporter, "I literally rescued them off the streets. They deserve better than this. How do I get to my house?" He couldn't get home. A firefighter offered to search for the dogs. The firefighter found Tika, but Oreo ran off into the neighborhood. Soon after, Casey's house burned to the ground. After returning to what was left of his home with a professional dog catcher, Casey found Oreo hiding amid the dirt and debris left behind after the fire. While I have you, I tweaked the publishing schedule. In the past, the show's been Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to try for a little bit to do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Why Johnny Mac? I saw a lot in the fourth quarter, especially when we were doing the Christmas episodes, that the Sunday publishing day did really well. So I just pulled everything back a day. You still get 3 week. Consider it that you're getting it early. So this is a bonus episode. This is separate from the main continuity of 5 good news stories. Like, I don't know, did I do 5 today or 11 or none at all? Depends on your perspective, but this was a subject I did want to talk about, and I thought it fit the vibe of the show. So you'll have a regular episode on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday heading forward, and that's today's episodes of the podcast called 5 Good News Stories. Again, I don't know if I did 5, and I don't know if this is all that good news, but trying to inject a little positivity into just a horrible story.
Are you ready for more independence as a financial advisor? Are you ready for more growth and control over your future? The Independent Registered Investment Advisor, or RIA, model might be right for you. There are many paths to independence, and Schwab Advisor Services has helped thousands of advisors make the move with confidence. From defining your vision to successfully transitioning your clients, Schwab helps you build your roadmap to independence. To find your path, start with Schwab Advisor Services at advisorservices.schwab.com/paths today.